Surface palpation for the cervical spine in the prone position.
Okay, so we're going to start with midline structures, and we're going to palpate down to the occipital protuberance, and then again we're going to put our index finger there, and we're going to put 2 fingers down and feel the first big bone we come to is the top of C2. So here's this. This is C2, okay? So we are going to move from C2 along the midline to the occipital protuberance, and then we're going to feel laterally. And we're going to use our finger to go from midline laterally until we feel a little structure that's running vertically. It's running in that direction. And that structure that's running vertically is the greater occipital nerve. Okay, that's C1. It goes through a lot of tissues. It can be entrapped anywhere along its route. So it's a pain generator for headaches. We're going to come into soft tissue again. It's going to be superficial structures. It'll be splenius capitis. And then we're going to find another little structure right there. It's the smaller feeling nerve, and that's the lesser occipital nerve. We're going to continue laterally, going splenius capitis here to the mastoid. Once we get to the mastoid, we're going to come at a diagonal across soft tissue, feeling splenius capitis and cervicis, and there we get a little bit of superficial upper trap all the way down to C2 again. Okay? And then we'll palpate superiorly to the greater occipital protuberance, and that's the palpation of the suboccipital triangle. All right? You may be able to reproduce headache-type pain in that area. Now we're going to find C2 again, all right? And then we're going to feel for small little spinous processes. It's irregular. It won't be like all in a row. There might be some over here and some over here because there's a big variation of normal in those bifid spinous processes. So we're going to feel for C3, and we're going to feel for C4, and we're going to feel C5. And then we can come up out of the groove, and we feel C6, and the big bump that we feel is C7. And we can confirm that that's where we're at C6 and C7 by, okay, so Jay, I'm going to have you, now listen to my instructions, I'm going to have you kind of pick your head up like you're going to point your nose toward my pant leg. Okay, there, so he's going to come into extension. C6 drops down into the lordosis, and C7 stays pretty much where I'm at. Okay, go back down. Okay, so a little bit of cervical extension, C6 drops down and C7 stays where it's at. That's how you know that you're on C7, okay? And then you can palpate midline structures, T1, T2, so on and so forth, okay?